Welcome to Green Hell, where the jungle is beautiful, the sounds are soothing, and absolutely everything is trying to kill you. This is Barebone Survivor, and thank you for joining me for this Green Hell Beginner's Guide, Part 1. In Part 1, we are focusing on surviving your first couple of days, gathering essentials, avoiding common mistakes, and figuring out how not to die from something as simple as a scratch. If you're new to this game, or just tired of waking up with leeches all over your legs, you're in the right place. So grab a stick, maybe a coconut, sit down, and join me as we take on the jungle in Green Hell. Soon as you get up, you don't have time to play around, guys. You've got to find a rock. They can be difficult to find, but look around these rocky outcrops and you'll see them standing out. Come on, get up there. Got it. From here you want to open up the menu and harvest this rock, which will give you smaller rocks to craft tools with. With 2 small rocks, you can craft a stone blade. Once you have that blade, you can take out these smaller trees and get sticks to start crafting your next tool. Don't waste the durability of your stone blade. Harvest these long sticks to get smaller ones.
I had an accident. I don't know what happened.
If you harvest these sticks, you'll get even smaller sticks.
Help! Over! Fuck.
These liana vines are used to make rope. Use a stick, a couple of rocks, and a rope, and finally get your axe. Oh yeah, now you're in business. Next thing you need to do is craft a long stick into a spear. You'll need that spear for multiple things coming up soon. If you have extra rock, use it to craft a stone spear, which will give you a little bit more damage. Now you need a shelter to keep your fire out the rain. Start with a frame just like this one. Gather logs, long sticks, and rope and just snap them into place on the transparent frame. The frames don't come with a roof, so you'll have to go back to your crafting book and select the platform. Choose the material you want to use. This time we're using palm fronds because they're the easiest thing to come across in the first couple of days of the game. You don't get a full day when you wake up on the bank of the little lake, so by the time you get to this point, it's time to make a fire. Then you need to craft a hand drill with a plank and a small stick. Add some dry leaves and get your fire going. Make sure your stamina stays high or you won't be able to do this. You can add sticks and planks directly from your backpack to fuel the fire. Just from moving around and chopping trees, you'll get dirty. The dirt icon is just at the bottom left corner of your screen. You can swim to knock the dirt off of your body. You can also select wash yourself from the menu. Okay, this little hourglass means you got something wrong with you. In this case, it's leeches. For those, all you have to do is make sure you pluck them off. Okay, time to get a bed going. In this case, we're going to use palm fronds again, so we have a place to sleep and build back up our energy and stamina. Here you can see your health going down, but your stamina and energy going up. Your health goes down as you develop a need for nutrients. Those nutrients are displayed on your watch. Red is protein, yellow is carbs, green is fats, and blue is hydration, or water. As you explore the beginning area, you should find these little mushrooms on tree logs laying around on the ground. They're pretty much all safe to eat for carbs, whether what color they are, red, yellow, even the blue ones are good. They give you a small amount of carbs, as you can see here. In the beginning area, you can use your spear to catch fish. These larger fish give you a lot of meat, fish bones, and scales. Make sure the fish cooks all the way through before you eat it. These fish pieces give you a ton of protein and some energy. You may have to cross this log to venture into the main playable area of the game to find coconuts. All you have to do is look up in the trees or on the ground for a coconut. Once you get it, run back to the beginning area because from here, you're in a lot of danger. My first attempt, I was not so lucky, and a freaking jaguar tried to get me, and it ended up killing me. That's okay, because death is part of this game. Just get used to it. You will die. It's gonna happen. Fruits like this banana plant are a good source of carbohydrates. One banana gives you 25 carbohydrates, which is way more than those little mushrooms. You can use your spear and throw it at the coconuts in the tree to get them to come down. Pick up your spear and hit the coconut, drink its contents, and put it in your inventory so you don't have to carry it with two hands back to your base. As you can see, plus 15 hydration with one coconut, which is great. It doesn't stop there with the coconut. The coconut is one of the most OP items at the beginning of the game. You can use it to drink, but you can also harvest it and get flesh. The flesh gives you carbohydrates and fats, 2 for 1. It doesn't stop there. Take the empty coconut bowls, drop them on the ground, and they'll catch fresh rainwater that you can drink without having to worry about getting sick. Combine an empty coconut with a rope to make a coconut bidon that you can use to carry fresh, clean water with you throughout the jungle. Just hold the bidon over the coconut bowl and it'll take up the water that's in it. These little fruits are also good for carbohydrates. If you can find nuts, they're good for fats. By the end of day 2 or 3, you should be ready to move on to the next area. Here we're making stick armor with banana leaves and sticks and rope so that we have some protection when we get out of this beginner's area. Use the hourglass and the radio dial to equip your armor. I would take this opportunity to craft a bow, even though you don't have any arrows or feathers yet. You may find a dead bird or kill one, and it's 2 feathers and 1 small stick per arrow. Finding these dead birds is actually pretty common in the game, so you don't really have to waste your spears trying to hit these birds and kill them. If you head west and slightly north, you'll hit the beginning village where you start the quest for the storyline, and you can set up a base camp. The base camp has a pretty good supply of bananas to keep your carbs up. Watch out for spiders though, near these banana trees. They have a little trap here you could set for protein items. Most of the time you'll catch spiders, maybe cane toads. You can eat bugs in this game, but if you do, they'll make you lose your sanity. One of the best parts about this location is this meat drying rack. You can use this to start preserving your meat so that you always have something fresh for protein. And that's a wrap on part 1 to this Green Hill Beginner's Guide. You got your supplies, you avoided most deadly plants and animals, and you made it through your first couple of days. But don't get too confident because it's going to get a lot more difficult. In part 2, we'll take a much deeper look into setting up a base camp, and we'll start looking at ailments and illnesses and how to heal them with stuff that you find in the jungle. As always, thank you for joining Barebone Survivor for this guide. I hope you found it useful. Leave a comment discussing the hardest thing you found about Green Hill. Also, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I'll see you in the next episode.